Thank you for having us. My name's Matt Sheargold, and this is my colleague Lisa Reichenberg. We're from Mirvac Design, and we'd like to take you through our project, Mirvac Melbourne office today. We'd first like to acknowledge and pay respect to the Wurundjeri and Wurundjeri peoples, traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today, and pay our respects to their elders past, present and emerging. So we're going to take you through our new home for Mirvac Melbourne. The brief, was to create an agile and activated workplace for a hybrid workforce. Obviously, coming out of COVID in particular, there was huge opportunities for the project to evolve the culture and the way that the office was working. A design that aligns with Mirvac's brand and also reflects the quality and integrity of the business. There was a want from the business for this to have a softness and a residential overlay, so a home away from home, acknowledging that it is a corporate environment, as well as alignment across Mirvac offices. So we were designing this actually in conjunction with our new Brisbane office as well, so there was an opportunity to align these projects with the Sydney office as well. I'll just take you very quickly through the location. This is a fabulous graphic interpretation of the location. It's on the Yarra on Southbank, in this fabulous 90s piece of architecture, taking the top 2 floors of the building. We inherited a warm shell, so had a few sort of heritage issues, compliance issues, the stair and thresholds and that sort of thing, but essentially a fairly clean start for the project. This is just again a fabulous solar diagram, but I guess what it's just demonstrating is with the level 8 floor plate is obviously we've got the whole floor, so glass all around, just a darker sort of pocket on the south side, but essentially a lot of natural light. As I said, 1,400 square metres all up over 2 floors, with a 400 square metre terrace as well. When we look at the planning strategy, it was really important for Mirvac to use sort of planning as a mechanism to bring people together. The Sydney head office has a large town hall facility off the reception, and what that does is such a large piece of real estate. It actually means that space is active all day, every day. So we had an opportunity to do a similar thing here. So come into reception off the lift lobby. And the reception connects directly to this cafe town hall space. The red circles indicate the amount of space that's actually given over to essentially front of house space. So it's not within a secure zone. So guests are able to go into any of those spaces. So, excuse me. I guess what that says for a company like Mirvac and their guests is we're bringing you into the heart of our business. What's also important was having a sort of diverse work settings across the floor. It was essential that people were able to work anywhere across the floor. I'll just jump to the floor plan. So you can see as we start to layer the furniture and finishes, how that actually starts to come together. So with that shared facility at the top, overlooking the Yarra, it's kind of the most democratic planning solution. It means everyone has access to that facility and it's shared by everyone. But you can work, even though the workspace is sort of predominantly to the south and eastern side, you can work anywhere. The entire space, the entire office is active and buzzy. You can see in the top left corner there, that town hall space is completely flexible. So it can change from a cafe during the day to collaboration space through to an auditorium style, and so they have it's been very successful. Functions at night. Even shared with community, so community activities as well, which has been great.
Right, so the materials used within the space were chosen as a physical manifestation of Mirvac's brand and a showcase of Mirvac's product. This led to a palette which is restrained and a neutral palette. Colour is then brought in through the artwork and planting. As part of our artwork and reconciliation action plan strategy, we engaged a local Indigenous artist, Simone Thompson. Simone created a number of pieces within the office, which you will see in upcoming imagery.
So these are just a couple of renders, early renders as we were developing the design. You can see that palette starting to come in, and that strong connection from reception into that breakout space and town hall facility. So again, really important culturally for that transparency as people come into the office. And we're using materiality to start to define these spaces and pathways. And also very important that you saw on the plan, it was at every key junction you can see all the way through, so glass at either end, so which helps navigate and just gives clarity to the space. And then this is that town hall breakout space as well. So again, with the reception on the right and the views over to the Yarra and the city, reception on the left and the views over to the city on the right. Again, highly flexible space, nice neutral palette, sort of warm and sophisticated. And then as we move into the finished product, so it was really important that the finished product actually had nods to Mirvac's business. So it's really a showcase for Mirvac. So there are parts that are like the leather cladding on the walls is high end, but there's much of the materiality is timber laminates, porcelain tiles, affordable functional product materials that Mirvac use in their building. So it's important to be able to showcase actually how we deliver those products without always having to spend a lot of money. Thank you. Also showcasing Australian furniture, of which I think you may have designed one. And you can see the beautiful art by Simone Thompson as well. So it was just really important that this felt warm and inviting. The feedback from the team in Melbourne have been they feel like it's arriving at a hotel, almost spa-like. And if there was any challenges at the moment, it's that that maybe too many people are coming in, which has been fantastic. So the space changes and flexes throughout the day and allows people to work how they want and where they want. So these spaces all kind of shift. The sliding perforated doors allow screening for different functions. And you can see again bringing the artwork throughout the space in these collaboration spaces as well. So all the spaces designed to sort of merge and shift and open and close. And then some clarity sort of then moving into the workspace, different work settings, using sort of timbers and different materials to break up the zones, and different functions as well, sort of height adjustable desking and fixed bench seating as well. And then a variety of meeting settings as well, so throughout the space. And then just lastly, just one of the last meeting rooms, so looking back to the city, which almost kind of looks like a TV set when you look at it. But